Hey guys, so welcome to your first Devvit tutorial. So in this series we're going to be looking at how to build Reddit apps, and we're going to be learning TypeScript, which is the language we use for creating Devvit apps. And then we're going to be using hooks. Hooks is from React. So Devvit is a framework that's similar to React. It's basically like a stripped down version, but we'll get into that later. So right now let's just look at what is a Reddit app. So I have one that I built here. This is for a contest that they're having at the moment, the Reddit Hackathon. So it's just got some games and stuff in it. The one we're gonna make isn't going to be as complicated as this, but yeah, a Reddit app is basically an app that runs inside of a Reddit post. So to install this, you're going to need to have Node installed. So you can go to nodejs.org and just download and install the latest version. And then you're going to want to go to developers.reddit.com, and let me just show you how to navigate to here. So you want to click on getting started, and then you just want to click on the quick start guide. And here it will just show you how to install everything that you need. So you just need to do npm install -g and Devvit. So I've already done this. So for you, you just need to copy this command and then go to a folder where you want to create your Devvit apps. So I just created a folder here called Devvit. And then you just want to right click and click open in terminal, and then just paste in that command that you copied. So once you've done that, you should just copy this part of the command, not the part that says bash. And once you've done that and it's installed, you can just type Devvit login, and this will give you a link that you have to click from the terminal, and it will just open in your browser so that you can sign into Reddit. And once that's done, you can begin creating a Devvit app. So for now, let's just create the app and then we'll start working on it in the future tutorials. So to create an app, you can just copy this code here, but all you have to do is type Devvit and then new. And you don't need to type out the rest of that code. It will give you a menu of things to choose from. So it will ask you for a project name first. I'm just going to call this let's call it tutorial. And then it's asking you to choose a template. So there's 4 templates to choose from here. There's blog post, which is the default that Reddit recommends. And then there's empty, which I don't recommend you start from. This will just give you an empty project with nothing in it. And then you have payments. I guess that's if you want to make a Reddit app that accepts payments and stuff. I've never really tried this before. And then you have web view. So if you're already familiar with HTML, JavaScript, and CSS and stuff like that, you can select web view. And this will basically allow you to write a normal website like with the HTML and CSS and JavaScript structure. And then it will basically just use an iframe to host your app within the post. But we're not going to do this. We're just going to use the default recommended one, which is blog post. And this will just install some dependencies. If it's your first time doing this, it might take a bit longer. But yeah, let's just let this run. Okay, so now it's done, and they've given us some instructions here on what to do next. So we want to cd into the folder that we just created. And then we want to type this command devvit upload. So what this command is going to do is, you can't actually test this app locally on your own computer. So you need to have your own Reddit or subreddit where you can create this post to test your app within. So when you create the test subreddit, you need to be a moderator within that subreddit, and the subreddit needs to have less than 200 members. If you're already a moderator in a subreddit and it has over 200 members, it's not going to let you upload a demo app to it, because you don't want to be playing around with the subreddit that already has like a huge community. So I recommend just creating your own subreddit and not really inviting anyone to it, just use it for development. So now we just want to do Devvit upload while we're inside of the folder. And now it's asking you to pick a name for your app again. So if you remember when we were creating the project first, it already asked us for a name, but this time it's asking us for a unique name. So I don't think we could actually name this tutorial. The name tutorial is probably already taken. And the reason why it needs to be unique is because when you create an app, the app comes with its own user. So these two users down here, test project and game of chance, these are actually just apps, but they created their own user that makes the posts and stuff that you interact with. So let's just come up with a quick name here. Let's call it test123. And it looks like that name is not available. So let's go with test123-app. And now it's asking if the app is not safe for work, so we'll just say no. And now it's saying in order to create your app, you'll need to prove that you're not a robot. So just press Ctrl and click on this, and it should open in your browser just to do a quick capture. And then we can go back to our terminal. And we should see that the app is done uploading. So to actually run this app, let me just run it quickly. And I'm not really going to show you the code and stuff right now, because we're going to start working on it in the next video. But basically we just want to do Devvit playtest and then the name of our subreddit. And this will take a little while to run because it needs to upload and compile the project on Reddit's end. But it shouldn't take that long, maybe about 2 minutes at most. So once you see this green text here, that means that the app is now live. So if we go back to the subreddit and refresh, we should see on these 3 dots up here next to the mod tools that there's a add my post button here. So this was created by the app, and if we click on it, it will add our app to this. I'm not sure which of these is the one that I just created now, so let's try this. And yeah, it looks like that's the correct username. So this is the default app that we just created, and it's just a clicker basically. So we click this button and it counts for us. So in the next video, we're going to start working with the code, and we're going to get rid of all this and add something new.